皆さんこんにちは、香川博です、ブログとか本を書くときは山草洋二という名前を使ってます。よろしくお願いします。さて、今日はですね、タラール・アラフさん、ロンドンの私のビジネスパートナーに話を聞きました。というのもね、彼の一家、彼も含めてね、実はつい最近全員がねコロナに感染しちゃったんです。息子さんがまず発病して、それから全員、もう一家全員ですよ、コロナにかかっちゃいました。大変な思いをしたそうです。このね生々しい体験、イギリスではね新型のコロナも出てると言われてますよね。そういう中での生々しい体験、医療崩壊の中でどうやってサバイブしたか、そういうことも含めてね、さらに日本人の人への切々たるメッセージね、これも加えて話を聞いてみました。ぜひねしっかりと聞いてみてください。Hi, Taral.
Hi, how are you, Hiroshi?
Fine, thank you. Yeah, so how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm much better than before. Of course, I'm doing very well. Thank you.
It was a big surprise and shock for me that you suffered.
Yeah. Actually, yes, it was very difficult days when I got the COVID-19.
Yeah, if you don't mind, would you please tell me what kind of symptoms started and then what happened?
Well, actually, I wasn't. I didn't have any information before on how does it look like or what would happen. I know that people they were talking about cough and some fever, but
Right.
yeah, we started to have my son when he tested positive at the last week of last year, which is 2020. So he tested positive. Then we, after 2-3 days, we started to have some symptoms. Actually, it started with very strong pain in the muscles and bones.
Strong pain.
Sorry?
Strong pain.
Yes, strong pain.
Wow.
In the bones and muscles, kind of very strong pain. Kind of, like if you have something broken in your bones. Yeah.
Wow.
Then this was for like 2-3 days. So I felt that there is something wrong. Then I tested to make sure it is corona, and it was positive. So after that, I started to have kind of fever, to have a kind of internal feeling of heat.
I see.
So yeah. Again, then what happened is the kidney pain. I had kidney pain, which is something I didn't know it would come with COVID-19.
Okay.
So again, it was for 1 or 2 days. After that, at the end, I started to have that feeling that the appetite, or I don't like to drink anything or to eat anything. So it was so difficult to accept anything like soup or tea even. It was so difficult to take it. Then the last thing was with the cough. So cough. Yeah, I was coughing continuously. Then felt that the heat or fever is coming inside my body until like it took like 11-12 days until I finished main symptoms. Then cough just kept with me and for some time.
You said the kidney pain. It is really like strange, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a back pain. That means.
Yeah, I just I was always talking with the doctor whenever I have anything, because here the NHS in Britain is very good. There is kind of a hot line to call, called 111 in the UK. So they were really helpful. I told them about my kidney pain when I got it, and I was really afraid of or worried about what's going on. So yeah, they said, don't worry, just take the paracetamol and then you'll be better soon. And this is actually what happened. It looks like, Corona is bringing different pain or kind of strange feelings to different people. So because I was talking with other, and my family, all of them were suffering from different symptoms. Yeah. So different people would have different symptoms. Again, I mean, some of them they started need to sleep, and they were sleeping for a long time at the beginning on the first or 2 days. They didn't know why. This is one of the symptoms as well.
Wow. And so you worried about even it is a life or death issue, or are you worried about it?
Of course. And yeah, my mother was with us also in the same sickness, and then her body was really getting very weak because she's not eating, she's not drinking. And when we called ambulance, I was so afraid that actually death is something in mind, was always in mind.
So you mentioned that your mother also got illness, but she could not eat, and you didn't have any appetite either.
Yes. Yeah, most of us had the same feeling about not accepting anything to eat or to drink.
Wow. And but if people does not eat, that is not good.
Exactly. And when we called ambulance for my mother, people came from ambulance. They just said the only solution for her is to eat. She's not eating. She is so weak. The body is so weak without eating. And if you are sick, you have to eat, even if you cannot. And this is what happened with me. I just was forcing myself to eat because I know my body needs that. Because the whole day you are taking painkiller or paracetamol, then you need your stomach not to be empty and so on.
And your taste, feeling of the taste is gone.
Yeah. Yes, for a very short time for me. Actually we didn't have, but it happened with my wife that she started to losing the the sense of, the sense of the smelling, the smell sense. So this is what happened with her for a short time. I don't know what's going on in our bodies. Then it is kind of. I know some people they had it for a long time, but some people would experience this. For me, I didn't feel. I just had kind of strange taste when I drink something, but I didn't lose the sense of tasting things.
I understand because in England particularly, there are some kind of new version of the corona.
Right.
You got one or old one, original one?
Well, we don't know actually, but I think when they announced that wave is coming with a new version, and that was by the second week or third week of December. After that, we got corona. So I think, I don't know, maybe it is the one, the new version. Yeah.
So how was the hospital over there? Because of so many patients, and I've heard that the hospital is really overwhelmed.
Right. And this is what we tried to do with my mother. That we preferred not the ambulance not to take her to a hospital because it's so difficult and the situation, and they would not allow us to go with her. So and this is something very difficult for anybody if you have pain and you cannot even talk because you are so tired with this pain. But unfortunately, I know some friends who got corona here in London. They were not able to breathe, and then they went to hospital for like 5 or 10 days sometimes. Unfortunately, some of them failed to continue, and they died. and of course, but the percentage of death is really very low, not as yeah, as in what people expect.
So your case, even if you call the ambulance, but actually hospital was full, and so you rested at home. That case.
Of course, yeah. And the ambulance guys were just telling us that don't it's better for you if you can stay at home with this pain, try to eat, try to get the medicine, and then you it's better for you than to go to hospital, because as you mentioned, hospital is full, and there are more people who in worse cases who need the hospital more than anybody else. So if you can stay, if you can wait before you go to hospital, that would be better. Again, unfortunately, some people cannot wait, and some people they have very strong symptoms, then they need to go to hospital.
I understand. And so then ambulance or somebody can give you some medicine too?
No, actually, yeah, of course they can do that, but they came just to they tested the oxygen in the blood, and the blood pressure, the temperature, yeah, and the heart, about the pulse, and so yeah, they tested the whole body for my mother. Then of course, if there is any need for medicine, they have it, of course.
Wow. It was tough time for you, for your family too.
Yes, of course. I mean, actually, we spent more than like 20 days having this problem. Yeah, started with my son. Then after 5 days, it started with us, all of us, me, my wife, my mother. Then after us, I have the other son got positive, and my daughter as well. But yeah.
Go ahead.
So, but for young people like my sons and daughter, the symptoms were much lighter.
How did you get the food or daily things while you were isolated, your family?
Yeah, actually, my sister and some friends were helping us. So we were just calling them, telling them what we need, and they were just coming, keep things outside at our door. Yeah. And they were always keep wearing the mask. Yeah.
Seems like a really wartime.
Of course, yeah. And it's so difficult, to feel that you need help. You need somebody to help you. And yeah, suddenly I found that the paracetamol is not available with me. It finished, so I called my sister to bring paracetamol, like at 11 p.m. or at midnight sometimes, because we were really tired, and we are not allowed to go outside, of course, and we were not able to go outside.
I see. Then symptom continue like 2 weeks?
Yes, almost 2 weeks. As I told you, for some of us, like my children, it was like for just 5-6 days for them, but for us, yeah, it took more time. Actually, for me, exactly, it took like 10 to 11 days.
I see. And then, after that, how could you recover?
Well, once the symptoms are less than before, and then we have lost some symptoms, so that is good to feel that you just got rid of some symptoms. Then you are stronger, and you can eat. Then we started to look for a good thing to eat, just to get our bodies stronger.
I see.
Yeah, and so on. Day by day, we were just eating well, drinking good things, having useful drinks or food. Then yeah, we are much better. Then we started, after we finished our self-isolation, we started to go outside to walk for like 5 minutes, then to walk for 10 minutes, and so on. Yesterday I walked for 40 minutes. Actually, I have this I have this habit to walk every day, and my mother as well. She's over 82, and she used to walk every day at least 30 minutes.
Well, it was good she survived. I'm so
Yes.
happy to hear that.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, that is the reason, because she used to walk, and she's a very active woman, a very active old woman. That is why her body was really strong to be able to deal with the symptoms of corona.
I see. That's good. And now, so you feel still weak a little bit?
A little bit, I think, just 10% weaker than a normal guy. But yeah, I'm much better in, I'm back to work. I can now focus on reading, on writing things, and yeah, I feel much better. And I think within another 2 weeks, I'll just get rid of all bad feelings.
Yeah.
Or the rest of bad feelings. Yeah.
Yeah. But please take a good rest, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And do you have any, because sometimes in Japan, of course, we have been suffering from the same kind of situation, but I mean, England is much, much worse, I heard. And but based on your personal experience, do you have any kind of a message to Japanese people, particularly who is young? They don't care sometimes so
Yes,
much.
of course. Yeah, of course.
Do you have any...
Actually, yeah, of course. I would tell anybody, not only in Japan, everywhere, but I'll let me send this message to young people in Japan today to say, number one, and this is this is the lesson I got from Corona. Number one, you need to know that this is a very painful sickness, or this virus, if it comes into your body, it's really bringing very bad pain and very difficult times for the patient. So for you, even if you I mean, if you have strong bodies, you have to keep your mask. You have to keep wearing your mask. This is not only to protect you from the virus, it is also to protect others, because you may have this virus inside your body. So wearing the mask would protect others. You protect others, not that you don't send the virus to them. And for me, after having this very, very difficult 10 days or 20 days, I would really, I started to pray and wish that nobody would try this sickness. It is so difficult. It is bringing very bad feeling in mind, in body, very bad pain. So I really pray that nobody would get this, not a friend, not an enemy, or anybody in the world, because this is really, yeah, this is the message I came out from this experience. It was a very difficult experience. I hope nobody would have this experience, because believe me, it is not an easy sickness like a flu. This is a very difficult sickness or virus, which is bringing very bad pain for a long time. And please try to avoid it. Try to avoid getting this to others in your society.
Yeah, it is quite an important message. Thank you so much, Talal. And as a business partner, also as a friend, I hope you will much feeling better and have a more strength.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'll send this to them, and I appreciate this interview, and hope that everybody would be always safe from any virus or any sickness in the world.
Thank you. Stay healthy, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.